This is another video for the Bloodbath rule set, and this is to cover Shipyards. Shipyards is on page 35 of your rulebook, and you can see the icon there. And that is the icon you'll be looking for on the map. It's going to go over here. You can see it right there on the map. There's one right there in C Zone 6. Let's get this out of here. Now, they are shipyard icons all over the map. There's no reason to cover their locations. If you have the map, you'll see where they're at and where they are not. Now, what they do is allow miners, when I say miners, minor industrial complex, to build capital ships. Okay, in the BBR, we use 2 facilities. The major industrial complex, same as out of box, produces 10 units. We have the minor industrial complex, same as out of box, makes 3 units. If you're wondering where I got these, you can get them at Historical Board Gaming. Granted, they do not come painted, but you can get a lot for a little. Okay, they don't cost very much to get a lot, so good to go. Excuse me. So, as far as the building capacities, the rules of placement, everything is out of box. Okay, majors can only be built on a territory of 3 that you have, that is originally your territory. Okay, for example, Japan could never build a major here because it wasn't originally controlled. Minor, yes, minors can be built at any territory with a value of 2. Same, okay? So that's not important to go over. What is important to go over is the change in BBR, where minor industrial complexes cannot, I repeat, cannot build capital ships, okay? Unless that C zone or that territory is attached to a C zone with a shipyard. So what does that mean? Well, America starts with minor industrial complexes. Well, that means that's okay. They can build capital ships because there's a shipyard attached, okay, attached to that coastline, okay? So it doesn't matter if it's a minor. They can make capital ships. Let's go another scenario. There is a industrial complex in Egypt. They cannot, repeat, cannot build capital ships because there is no shipyard. Okay? Cannot. Never. Cannot happen. Okay? Now, why does, say for example, now a major industrial complex, on the other hand, can build capital ships anytime, anywhere, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if, right here for example, if UK decide to put a major there for some weird reason, they can put capital ships here. It doesn't need a shipyard because it is a major production facility. Okay? Can make capital ships anywhere. Doesn't matter. Okay, where else is a good scenario that there's a 3 spot? Right down here in India. They can build capital ships here if they wanted to. Norway can build capital ships. Now, yes, there is a shipyard here. Oops, but there's not here and here. Okay, so if you was a major here, you could put the capital ships anywhere you wanted to. Okay, if this was a minor, then you just have to put them here. Okay, so let's get into why this is like this. Well, a couple reasons. Basically, it was to get rid of Anzac building capital ships. Okay, one of my favorite moves was I guess, when the Anzac starts, I pick up this lonely guy over here, and I travel across the map. I pop out over here, I land here, I put an industrial complex here, the next thing you know, I have a carrier, and I have my transport, and I get some stuff over here. You know, you got British or American fighters landing on it. It's just, it's kind of funny. Also here, capital ships, you know, you drop a carrier here, you drop a, it's just, you can do a lot of fun stuff. And like I said, Anzac was a major thing, building capital ships. Okay, Anzac didn't build capital ships, so they can build capital ships. It was made possible but they have to turn that minor into a major, which they can do because this territory was bumped to a 3. Okay, this has been a 3 for a very long time, since the very first edition of this map. That was always to make this a major. So what is new though is the shipyard restrictions. So if you never bump that to a major, Anzac cannot build capital ships until you do. Case period. You just can't. So, and that also prevents when Japan is coming through. Japan sometimes has here. It keeps them from building capital ships because they shouldn't be building. You should be able to drop capital ships here all of a sudden. Okay. Now, majors have every single beginning starting territory that has a major is attached to a shipyard. Okay. Now, even though majors can produce capital ships, why you need a shipyard here? Well, that's because if Japan were to take this, that becomes a minor. Well, no, they took all your facilities. I mean, they can start building capital ships here now. Okay. Same thing with the London scenario. Okay, if London falls, that becomes a minor. Well, they can still do capital ships. Okay, so I think that covers capital ships. It's not difficult. Majors can build capital ships. Minors cannot build capital ships unless attached to a shipyard icon on the map. Okay, these shipyard icons are not scarce. Okay, they are they're in a lot of places. Okay, they're not scarce. So don't think by having minors you can't do anything. You just can't do, you just can't build capital ships. Okay, like I said, you shouldn't be able to put capital ships here. Anzac should build capital ships from the get-go. They want to invest 20 IPCs to update this. Cool. They're more than happy. I'm more than happy to let them build capital ships if they make that investment. Okay. Like I said, Japan, always putting in IP or ICs here. Shouldn't just start dropping battleships in there. Okay. So that's kind of it. That was the whole purpose of it, was to kind of clear up some things that shouldn't be happening. All right. Well, that's it. We will see you for something else. All right. Bye-bye.